Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie, and this will be a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you are new to tarot, understand that I will pull several spreads here. I'd like you to only take the ones that resonate with your life. If anything doesn't, just disregard it. It's for someone else. And we'll also disregard gender. I'll pull cards like King, Queen, Emperor, and Empress. They don't really have anything to do with male or female. They describe a personality, so you'll definitely know who we are talking about. I offer a membership. If you're interested in that, you can hit the join button below. Of course, you'd have to subscribe to the channel to do so. All those perks will be listed there. So we're looking at March. Just to kind of see what's coming at you, the good, the bad, and the in-between. I'll start with the Oracle to pull the main energies and we'll clarify. Okay. So the overall energy is the Seven of Swords. We have nothing will come of the situation. Void of course, Moon. Paranoid. Exhibits extreme mistrust or suspiciousness. Or or suspicion. We have joy, spread seeds of joy like a wildflower, and no doubt you will revel in the result. With Diamond Heart, I am worthy. My life is valuable beyond measure. I invite blessings to flow into my day. My Diamond Heart is deserving of all good things. And arguments, fights, war, and competing. So the Seven of Swords is an energy of wanting to protect oneself. And sometimes it can be seen in a negative way. You know, obviously by other people. But I feel like you really do have mistrust for people. You could be paranoid. You know, it's like, I think that you... don't really like conflict or altercation, and there's something happening this month. And it's a little bit sneaky. It could be like you don't expect it, or from someone that you don't expect it from. And I feel like it's not actually even something that you deserve. It's really that you've been in good energy. But already I think that you deeply don't trust other people. And so this could be a little reckless. Tell me about paranoid. So it could be a trickier month. But the Seven of Swords is also about, you know, setting a plan into motion, figuring a way out of a situation. But But it looks here more like figuring out a way to cease a situation. So we have the Three of Pentacles, the Devil. Yeah, I think that somebody here is a very introverted person, but maybe even more in an isolated way. They already don't necessarily like people here. They feel like when they do connect with people, they do it too deeply. They also seem to people watch. And so what they see in the majority of society is toxic people. People with terrible habits, people with terrible thinking patterns, people who act crazy, look crazy, do crazy things. I think there's a lot of negativity in your mindset when it comes to other people. You may prefer to really be by yourself. You feel like, people, like if you had like a one-on-one with a person, they're fine, but like groups of people are stupid. I feel like that's really how you see it. Like you can't trust like a whole group of people. You have to use discernment and really know who you're dealing with here, I think there's a positive and a negative here. I feel like you are kind of hypervigilant, so you always know what's happening before it even happens. But at the same time, I think it's really destructive. Like you could get really, really shook or upset by what you see or hear or how you feel like people view you. Just because somebody says something, or I don't know. It could be that you're watching a situation like this too, and you're just like concerned with it. For everybody, that's just going to resonate differently. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles, the Devil. There could also be somebody that you are watching that's just toxic as hell and always has you paranoid. Just to be clear, just because we're at tarot and I want to say that, it doesn't even have to just be tarot. It could just be like content that you're watching that makes you like really suspicious of people. Like it could be what you're choosing to watch, and I would just be careful with like what you're taking in and who you're idolizing or putting above everyone else here. Like, let's say that you're in a relationship and you don't visibly see anything wrong, but you watch 950 tarot readings and they're all really super toxic, and you get paranoid that maybe, your partner is cheating, or maybe your partner's ex is doing black magic on you or something. Some of you like just need to watch what you're taking in or who you're watching. I'm sorry, that's the reality. There's like the star, the Queen of Swords, so it could be an Aquarius or a Capricorn person here. Whatever it is that you're watching, and this person is like highly loved or viewed, it's not, especially if this is like tarot or like somebody who's speaking out on something that, you feel like this person is like super healed or they know how to heal people. There's just something really specific where it's like, there's nothing wrong with this person, but it's not you. You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't resonate with you. Like, you don't want to start problems, like, either in relationships or just, like, with people in general based off of a paranoid suspicion that, people are going to do something, or that people are toxic, or that people are hiding things, or that, like, you're experiencing something that you're not. And it's easy to be highly susceptible to these things, but It's like whoever this person is, they do, they're definitely speaking to a certain group of people. I just feel like it's not you. So I'm saying, like, there's nothing wrong with this person. It's the way that you are viewing what's going on here. Some of you should watch the Pisces reading. That could be relevant to you too there. Either way, there's like this toxic obsession with something that you're like really taking in. And it's making you like really suspicious of all the people around you, And I think that paranoia is something that you need to look into. It's part of your shadow. But there's some obsession that you're like feeding, or some paranoia that you are feeding with what you're watching. This would be like, I'm fucking terrified of getting murdered, and so I just watch like 951 serial killer documentaries. I'm not going to sleep for 2 weeks, and I'm going to be paranoid all the time. But it could be much deeper than that, where it's like maybe you're watching tons of toxic tarot love readings, and it's just making you suspicious or paranoid of somebody who just really isn't doing something wrong, and the reader, or whoever's talking, like, they're not doing something wrong either. It's just that your brain, for some reason, doesn't want to trust the people around you, and that needs to be looked into. For some of you, that means like therapy, You're supposed to definitely be able to trust somebody. So tell me about girl fight or just fight. The Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, Aries energy. This could be at work. I just feel like you're working really hard when it comes to whatever it is that you do for money here. And I feel like you're kind of newer to the game, but you are doing your absolute best, and you're being recognized for it. And I feel like somebody is competing with you. They feel some type of way. Like there could be some promotion coming this month or something, like I could see this that way. Like an opportunity. And so finally your hard work is going to pay off, and somebody definitely is not okay with that. Ten of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Page of Swords. Someone just feels like they've worked really hard. And they're kind of realizing that you're being offered something and not them. So I think they're just going to be petty. It's like they may have, I think, just wanted something that you're getting here. What's interesting is I feel like the two of you could be equal. So I feel like it's just a coworker and they're actually hurt by this, I feel like whatever it is, it's kind of important though. Because it puts you in a different position and gives you more money. Like you'll have more financial stability. So again, this could be why you hate people. We have the Three of Pentacles, the King of Wands, The Devil, the Eight of Cups. Whatever you're being recognized for is definitely going to just have someone in their lowest vibration, and I think it's important to just ignore it this month. Like, this is what I'm saying, where it feels like somebody's going to attack you and you don't even deserve it. Don't even get paranoid about that. Especially if it feeds into that first spread where, like, you watch a lot of stuff, or, like, you're just really paying attention to the dramatic stuff. Man, fuck them people. Just, especially if it's at work, just put your head down and do your job, because none of it is worth that. And it says spread seeds, like, of joy, and you'll revel in the results. So it's like, you know, if you fall into that suspicious thinking, like, you're gonna kind of fall apart over a tiny little argument, or realizing that somebody's just competing with you, like, and feeling some type of way about it. You don't, like, dust that shit off. Who cares? You just got promoted or something, you know? Don't let somebody fuck up your really awesome day. Tell me about joy. Yeah. This is definitely about work. The Emperor, the Knight of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Wands. Somebody is real, you know, it's like they... Okay, so here's the thing is, like, maybe a boss sort of, you know, people might see it as, like, playing favorites or something. It's not, though. This person is realistic. They've been in the game a long time, and they pay attention to who's, like, passionate, who's driven, who's motivated, who's dependable. You know, who really, really wants a position. And so even though it might seem like whatever they do is not fair, like, you know, on the other hand, he does have that scale. Like, this is somebody who really knows what they're doing. They know how to run a business. They know how to run a company. Or they know how to manage. And so they're not just going to put somebody in a position, especially if they're the type of person who would just attack somebody. They're going to know that they made the right decision, you know? But... you know, this person may not say how they recognize somebody. This is a cool person because instead they pay somebody when they recognize somebody, you know? And a lot of companies don't do that. They'll be like, hey, good work. We're going to have a pizza party on Friday. It's like, I mean, I could just, you know, I could just use like a pay raise. That would be cool. It's gotta, like, you could just give me a bonus that is equal the price of all that pizza, man. But this is somebody who's just all business. Good job. Here you go. In the advice, we have the Two of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Star. And here's that Seven of Swords again. I feel like you're executing a goal, like something that you really, really wanted. And remember that how bad you wanted it is how bad somebody else wanted it here too. And they're just going to be a hater this month, you know. But something really fucking awesome is happening for you. Like, you're going to be able to put some shit behind you and just move into something so much better. Like, you could have a better, like, work-life balance, or this could be, like, guaranteed, like, full-time with benefits, you know, just something crazy like that. Like, it's really, like, something that you worked and planned to have, though. It wasn't easy for you. It took, like, those things that I just mentioned: drive, dedication, motivation. Tell me about Diamond Heart. The Tower. The King of Swords. The Eight of Swords. To keep it real, I think that some of you, because look at this card again, you know? I'm worthy. My life is valuable beyond measure. I invite blessings to flow in my day, into my day. My diamond heart is deserving of all good things, but I don't feel like you think like that about yourself. Like you need to pay attention to your thinking patterns over the next month. Maybe journal or something, because it looks like the way you think creates all kinds of chaos in your life. Like you're just stuck in place. Again, I think that you don't trust people. You're always like hyper vigilant and waiting for somebody to do something crazy. When it does happen, think that you don't respond well to it. You need to pay attention to these things and journal them so that, you know, you can work on them. There should be some kind of proof here when you receive some blessing, and I feel like it's at work. Like you may be shocked and you may not have even expected it because you don't think about yourself the way other people do. So maybe that's why it was saying like, are you even recognizing the work that you've put in? Or do you even pay attention? Do you just get up every day and just do this shit? Or are you really doing this with intention, you know? There's something about the way that you see yourself that's pretty negative. And I think your reaction to whatever this kind of drama is here, and to other people's, like, again, like, bad tendencies, toxic ways, yeah, you just could, it seems really sensitive. Like, you always expect the worst of people. And you also sometimes, like, I think are overcritical of yourself here. Like, you have to pay attention to these energies, though. Especially if it's like, let's just say this is like episodic, right? With the paranoia, like say most of the time you're just chugging along, you're maintaining all of your goals, and then every once in a while, chaos. You know, you feel really suspicious of people, and the content that you're watching is backing that shit up, and you get like extra paranoid. You know, that is something that you need to pay attention to, you know? Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Where it says, I'm deserving of all good things. I think you don't think that about yourself. Sometimes, maybe, you know? But other times, no. Especially if somebody affirms it, like with this argument or fight that's going to occur. Super sensitive to it. We have the Magician, Virgo, Gemini, the King of Cups, the Star, the Queen of Wands. It's pretty clear. In order to get what you want, because there's a goal, right? You have to like truly believe that you are deserving of it and move like that. Attract it to you. It kind of looks here like there's always this battle between the heart and the mind, and somehow your confidence is in the middle of it all. Like your self-esteem and your passion and your willpower just is literally in the middle of these two polar opposite energies. That seems exhausting. But it's also a blockage. If you don't feel about, like, if you don't wake up and feel like, you know, you don't want to wake up arrogant, like I'm the greatest motherfucker alive, you know, nobody wants to hear that shit. But if you don't wake up like confident in your abilities and able to, you know, show up your best self, then there's probably some work to be done. I just feel like there's some shadow work that really needs to be done around self-esteem and what you truly feel like you deserve. I feel like you're literally reaching a goal and you still, it's still like you still don't feel about yourself any differently. Like, oh, okay, well, that's cool that you chose me or whatever. Somebody must have called in too many days last year or something. Not. I showed up every day on time, did everything that was expected of me, and then some. There was a whole bunch of money made because of my work and my effort. Like, you're not seeing yourself that way, which is not. Maybe we should be a little more realistic. Like, you worked really fucking hard to get whatever you're getting here. Tell me about nothing will come of this situation. The Four of Pentacles. The Four of Wands. The King of Pentacles. Temperance. The Three of Swords. The Six of Cups. Some of you keep holding on to the idea of someone in life. And this is where I was saying, like, this Pisces energy could be useful to someone. Maybe you have like a Pisces moon, rising Venus, something, you keep kind of holding back and expecting someone to come back around and like reconcile. I feel like you are still like hurt by someone that you're separated from, but with nothing will come. Somebody needs to realize that, like, even if this person did come back around, you would just get the same bullshit all over again. Like, you're holding on to something that's not a part of your peace. It should just be a part of your past. Somebody either isn't coming back around, and you're like really wasting your time. And this could be, again, with this, where this paranoid mistrust of people came from was like specifically this separation here. You have to release someone this month. You're going to realize it. When you're hearing it right now, you'll probably be like, I don't know, they might still come back. But by the end of the month, you're like, it wouldn't be worth it if they did. I don't want somebody that would just hold back like that. There could have been like a period of like delusion and obsessive like tarot watching or something for somebody here. And they're about to wake up from that shit. Alright, so let's close that out by clarifying the Seven of Swords, please. The Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely about, some goal that you really have set, and you just, like, whatever it is that you do, like, you have so much passion for it. Like, it's just so much fun to you. And so, of course, you work hard. It doesn't even feel like work to you, I think. Some of you work with kids. They make you happy. And when I say kids, I mean even like really young adults. I just think that there's like a specific age group that you deal with really well. This is your outlet. For all the chaos, for all the negative thought. I think whenever you clock into this, peace. So definitely, I feel like you are meeting that goal this month. and being recognized for your work here with the Three of Pentacles, that's for sure. So I think with some of this negative energy, there's so much good coming too. Yeah, the Page of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. I think that this will be emotional for you too. Like, I think that, there's some type of promotion, some type of recognition, something being done here where you'll finally feel seen. And whatever the hell this early on in the month shit is, where you're like paranoid because somebody says something or tries to start a fight, I think you're, by the end of the month, going to forget it even happened because there's so much success and recognition happening there. So I don't know if you guys are up for like an award, if you finally are able to practice something, like whatever that is, like it's all happening this month. Whatever plan you set into motion and are working on is completing. But of course, there's going to be some negative here. And watch what you're taking in and what you're paying attention to. Try to pay attention to more positive things. If you feel like you are still stuck on a lover, stop watching the tarot love readings just for a couple of weeks and do something else. Paint, draw, play hopscotch. I don't fucking know, just like get out of that energy. I feel like it's really holding you back. And then, when other people, I feel like you're going to not trust everybody if you only pay attention to the negative qualities that you see in everybody. I feel like somebody here is an asshole and they're coming at you and you don't deserve it, But I don't think most people are like that. And you need to kind of work on this mistrust of people and the like hypervigilance for sure. And definitely pay attention to the content that you are watching. All right, I'll see you soon.